Hello viewers, welcome back to Easy Mathematics. We thank God today is another day. Today we want to look at a new topic, which is collecting and handling of data. Now when it comes to the collecting and handling of data, we have to look at how to collect data and form a frequency table with it. But we want to look at how to calculate the mode, median and the mean. Then we'll combine all these three to the collecting and handling of data, which we'll be talking about that one later on. So today we want to look at how to find the mode, or finding the mode of a given data. So we want to look at finding the mode of a data. Now when we say mode, what is mode? Mode is the most frequently occurring value in a set of data. The most frequently occurring, that means the one that occurs most when it comes to a raw set of data. So the ones that occurs most becomes our mode, or is our mode. So when you look at the number one, for example, this is a raw data that you have to find the mode. Now, if you have to find the mode of a data like this, what you are coming to look for is, look for the value or the number that occurs most. So when you look at this data, which number occurs most? You have 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 4. Which of the numbers here occurs most? That number which occurs most is our mode. So when you look at this one, you can say that we have 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 2 are 6. And the 3 we have 1, 2, 3, 4. The 3 are less, and we are having more of the 2. So because the 2 occurs most in this data, the mode is 2, because it is the one that occurs most, or the most frequently occurring value. So the one that occurs most is our mode, and that is how we find the mode of a data like this. You just look for the value or the number that occurs most. Now when you come to the number 2, it says that you have to also find the mode of this data. So look at the number and try to fish out the value that occurs most. And we are having 2, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 9, 9, 6. And when you look at this data, the value or the number that occurs most is 6, because we have 4, 6 in the data. So we are going to say that the mode is 6. And that is how you find the mode of a given set of data like this. And we come to the third one too. We have 1, 3, 5, 6, 4, 7, 6, 7, 5, 6. You are being asked to find the modal value or the mode. And remember, when we say mode, mode is the number that occurs most in a given set of data. So when you look at this set of data, the value that occurs most is 6. So because 6 is the value that occurs most, we can say that our mode is 6 in this given data. So when you have a set of data like this and you are being asked to find the mode, you just fish out the value which occurs most. If you come across a set of data where 2 values occurs most at the same time, let's say you have 2 coming 4 times and 3 coming 4 times. So because 2 is coming 4 times and 3 is also appearing 4 times, our mode becomes both the numbers. So 2 and 3 becomes our mode. But most often, you will be able to get only one value, which is your mode. Now, I want to look at finding the mode of a frequency table. Now, with a frequency table, we will look at it more when it comes to the collecting and the handling of data. But today, we want to concentrate on how to find the mode when you are having a frequency table like this. With a set of data, we were told that the mode is the value that occurs most. Good. Now, when it comes to the frequency table, there is a bit change in finding the mode of a value. When you look at the first example, it says that the data below shows the ages of students in a class. So this table or this data, it shows the ages of students in a class. So when you look at the ages, we have 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Now with the frequency here, it means the number of students that are 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and 5 years. So with the frequency table, we'll talk about it in our previous video. But today we are concentrating only on finding the mode in a frequency distribution table. So when you look at this table, the question is, find the mode. How can I find the mode on a frequency table? To find the mode on a frequency table, locate the frequency. And the frequency shows the number of individuals. So when you look at the first one here, we have 5 as our frequency, which tells us that the 1 year, 5 people are 1 year old. 6 people or 6 students are 2 years old. 7 students are 3 years old, and so on and so forth. So the frequency tells us or shows the number of students. So when we are finding the mode, locate the frequency, and this is the frequency. Now, if you are on the frequency, fetch the value of the frequency which is the highest, or the highest value at the frequency column. And when you look at the frequency column, the highest value is 8. The 8 is the highest value when it comes to the what? Frequency. Now the 8 will not be our mode, because the mode, the frequency is the number of students. So you getting the highest in the frequency table, then you link it to the value corresponding to the highest value of the frequency. So when you link the 8 to the value that links to the 8 is 4. So therefore, we are going to say that the mode is 4. Why is it 4? Because it has the highest frequency. So in finding the mode of a frequency distribution table or a frequency table, you are going to focus on the frequency and fish the highest value in the frequency. And the highest value is 8. If you get that highest value or the highest number on the frequency lane, then you link it to its corresponding value. It could be age, it could be scores, it could be weight. You just link it to the one up there or the one to the left. Then you say that the mode is that value because it has the highest frequency. Let's look at the second table and see if we can also get the frequency the mode out of the table or the frequency table. When you look at this table, we are having X, we are having F, which the F here shows frequency. Anytime you are being asked to find the mode, so here it says that what is the modal number for X. So sometimes if you don't see mode, you can see modal. And mode simply means the number which occurs most in a given set of data. So when you look at this frequency table, you are being asked to find the modal number or the mode. Now, if you are finding the mode of a frequency table, concentrate on the frequency values. And these are the frequency values. These values, they are the frequency values. Now, after concentrating on the values, you get one value which is the highest among all the values. So when you look at the frequency, which is the F here, the highest value here is 10. The 10 is the highest value in this frequency. Now we are not going to say 10 is the frequency because is the mode, because this 10 is the frequency, which is the number of students. So we are going to link this 10 to its corresponding value, and its corresponding value is 5. So we can say that the mode for this table, therefore, we can say that the mode is 5. Why is it 5? Because, so we have to explain why it is 5. Because it has the highest frequency. So the modal number for X is 5 because it is having the highest frequency. Or if you want, you can use the X column, then fish out the highest frequency. But mostly, if we look at the frequency to fish out the highest, we will be able to find the modal value on a frequency distribution table. Now, when it comes to the mode, mean, and median, it is only the mode that is the easiest among the three, because with the mode, you are just to fish out the highest value. Let's look at the last one for this. The last one says that the table below shows the marks scored by some candidate in a mathematics test. Use the table to find the modal scores. So we are coming to find the modal scores using this frequency table. If you are finding the modal scores from a frequency distribution table, we have been told that you have to concentrate on the frequency. So when you look at the frequency values, which of the value here is the highest among all the frequency values? When you look at the frequency values, the highest among all is 15. Now the 15 being the highest will not be our frequency. Why? Will not be our mode. Sorry. Why? Because the 15 here is the frequency. So we are going to link this 15 to its corresponding value, which is also 5. So because the 15 being the highest frequency in the table, we are going to say that therefore the modal score is 5, because we will link the highest frequency to its corresponding value. So the modal score is 5 because it has the highest frequency. So when it comes to the distribution table or the frequency table, you have to explain why the modal score is 5, and therefore you say that you've been able to find the modal scores or the mode, because it has the highest frequency. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying tuned. This is Easy Mathematics. Today we talked about how to find the mode of a data and of a frequency table. When we meet again, God willing, next week, we are going to talk about how to find the mean of a given data and the mean of a frequency. How to find the mean of a frequency table. Thank you, God willing, for staying tuned. And please don't forget to hit the subscription button for more notification anytime a video is being released. Thank you. God bless you. Peace. Shalom. Bye bye.